What's up, Legions? Welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to be showcasing Halo Infinite running on the Legion Go using the FPS mode. Now, a couple of things I took away from this video is that when you're playing in FPS mode, you actually don't have vibration or haptic feedback. Just aim assist, because when you're playing Halo with a mousepad, you do have aim assist. So FPS mode does detect this as a mousepad, so you do have an advantage there. He was playing in 1600 by 800p resolution. Again, I talked about this in the last video. I feel like this is the perfect spot for this device, and as you've seen, this video looks incredible. Most of his graphical settings was medium, and it was pretty cool to see him actually do well using FPS mode on this device. So again, just want to highlight this. The name of the guy showcasing this is Ben. I've been talking to him on Discord. He seemed like a really cool guy as well. He has a YouTube channel, so I'm going to plug that in this video, and I'll also plug where you can go watch the live stream on Twitch. So again, just want to highlight this. Appreciate you guys. If you guys like this Legion's video, make sure you stay subscribed because we have more coming. Catch you guys in the next one.
Your mouse, like you see right here. And some of the buttons on the back of the keyboard or the controller are meant for hitting with your thumb. So see how I have these two right here? It's actually kind of naturally where your thumb rests. So you have a couple right there. You have a scroll wheel here as well, which you can click into just like a regular scroll wheel, which I think is ping in Halo. And then on this controller, you have, this is kind of the same thing as when you actually are plugged into the tablet, but you have two key binds right back here, as well as your trigger and your bumper, D-pad, everything else here. And I don't know if I showed this, but on your right controller, you have your mouse right and left right there, or how you click. I don't know if the trigger, I think this is off by default, the trigger in this mode, but I think you can use that if you want to. Just pop your thumb up there, I guess. I haven't tried that yet. Let's do Academy really quickly, so I can kind of show how this works. Sound good? What button turns on the lightsaber? F3. I'm sure that's probably F3. Most likely. What's up, Chocolate? How you doing? Remember, guys, I'm gonna keep mentioning we have two things. Pre-production model, so all this is not exactly final, and AMA with the product manager for North America is after the stream if you have questions that I can't answer. Also, thank you to Wenny69 for subscribing to Prime Gaming. I appreciate you. That all goes to the kids' Extra Life, so thank you for doing that. Means a lot. Training mode activated. Okay, so here you go. You got your mouse and keyboard right here. You can zoom in with the right click and shoot just like that. Pretty straightforward. My left controller, I think when I take it in and out there, it's being a little bit funny with this specific model. But there we go. Now I should be able to move here in a second. There we go. Moving around. So, just like this. I mean, it's pretty straightforward to demo. I actually don't know what my keybind for switching between guns is. This is my jump back here. Is that? No, that's my teammate. I also think one thing if you want to do FPS mode to do is to dial in your sense a little bit. There we go. Easy. But it's pretty straightforward to aim. I haven't spent a whole time with this game yet, getting the actual keybinds set up, but I did at least play around with the FPS mode a little bit with the mouse. So I can kind of show you how this part plays. What's the resolution? I think it's 800, yeah. I'm going to stick to mostly 800 today if possible. There we go. I'm just going to empty my mag because I don't know what my reload button is, so that's another way to reload. What's the DPI range in FPS mode? So right now in Legion Space, there are a couple presets. I think mine's at 500 right now. Did that guy just do an air dodge? Is that a thing? Bro, there we go. I don't know what my reload is. I think my equipment is one of these buttons. Let's see. Yep. Just like that. And then I can try to get in range from melee. Oh, you can sprint in this Halo, can't you? That didn't used to be a thing in Halos, but luckily the bots are not too skilled, so I can kind of show how it works. Oni, would it be possible to test Red Dead 2 and Hitman 3 at one of your streams? Possibly, yeah. I actually don't own those games. I don't think they're on Game Pass, but I could look into it. I was talking in the community Discord yesterday. I need to figure out a way to actually basically pay for games to test on these, whether it's a laptop or a Go or any of this stuff. Is there integer scaling at 800p? So 85, that's not a question I specifically know the answer to, but if you talk to the product manager, the AMA afterwards, he probably will. That's right after the stream today. Okay, so my equipment is this one. I just wish I knew what my... Oh wait, it's probably with D-pad stuff, isn't it? Oh, that's my grenade. Again, I haven't spent a whole ton of time figuring out the keybinds in this game yet, but pretty customizable too. I would just not jump right into multiplayer mode if you're going to use FPS mode. Make sure you try out training and get your keybinds feeling good first, essentially. Hitman's in Game Pass? Okay, I can check that one out. Red Dead's one of those games I always wanted to get though, because I've heard it's amazing, and it seems like it's really good for testing and benchmarking. NCO, welcome back online. I think, were you one of the winners who wasn't here? Suspicious. Convenient timing to come back after winning. I'm just kidding. I believe you. No, really, I do. Okay, what are buttons I have not tried yet? Bumper? Trigger doesn't do anything, it seems like. Yeah, so if I press in the scroll wheel, I think that's ping. Yeah. So that actually feels pretty usual. If you're used to a mouse, a lot of times the middle scroll wheel is how you ping in games. So that's the same here. Also, this thing has like no recoil. I seem to remember this having way more recoil. Red Dead 2 look amazing on the screen. Yeah, any sort of single player game is really fun to play on the go too. Like on the couch. Essentially. Dude, I'm not good at following this strafing. Oh my gosh, he got overshielded right as I was about to finish him off. So yeah, I don't think you get aim assist in FPS mode. One thing I'm not sure on is if you switch to controller mode if you get FPS. I mean, if I hold my cursor over him, it's not... maybe a little bit. Hang on. I can't tell. I think maybe a tiny bit. Although, did Halo add that for PC? I think I maybe heard about that. Does the controller have vibration/haptics? So, right now it does not, the way I'm using it. In FPS mode. Let me... At least for my gunfire. I know that the touchpad... There's a touchpad on here. Which I think is disabled in FPS mode, by the way. That one does. Wait, I switched my gun. How did I do that? Was it one of the front buttons? I don't even know. How did I switch my gun? It was something I did when I picked this up. Bumper? Nope. I don't even know. We have to go back and watch the VOD. Let's see what I hit. They added a little bit of aim assist to the mouse. I thought so too, Doctor. Yeah. So I don't think that's actually a Go thing. I think that's a Halo thing, if that makes sense. So I think when we tried Apex, there was not any aim assist. There's just a tiny bit maybe. I think in Halo, there was a big difference between controller and mouse and keyboard with aim assist. So that's probably why they added it.
Power items have spawned.
I remember when you watched the esports stuff, it was all controller players and no mouse and keyboard players, which made me a bit sad. It was a solar flare. Chocolate, that's a question that I saw people asking in advance for the AMA. Again, I don't personally know what we have in the product roadmap for that sort of thing, but that would be a good question for the AMA happening after the stream. To try Hunt. I do have that recently installed on, or played on Steam. It was on a different PC. Is there any type of ESN or something to brick the system if stolen? Again, not to deflect all the questions of the AMA. That one specifically, I don't know. Could be in the software update as well, though. Not that I've seen so far, is what I can say. But I'm also not the product manager for gaming, so I don't have all the info. One thing to know, guys, is I like to show this off to you, and I'm trying to learn the most that I can about the product. But we carry a lot of products here at Lenovo. And I'm not just working on gaming stuff. I also am the education community manager. So I work on our yoga stuff and ThinkPad and things like that too. So I'm trying to learn the most that I can about this, but I don't have all the info. The product manager will be able to talk a lot more in depth about some of those advanced questions. The gyroscope, I believe, is in the actual controllers, Kav. The controls for that are in space. Although I think with this model, they're not quite finished yet with the pre-production model. We tried playing Roblox on with the controllers? I have not, no. I'm not much of a Roblox player, though. I think that's more of Summer. I'll have to go in for Summer for her to try. I'm pretty sure these bots don't actually kill you, which is very convenient. Makes me look way better than I actually am. Yeah. What is it? He's just chilling. I'm okay with it. If you send me one, I'll play Roblox on it for real. I'll have to forward it over to you for sure. What settings is Halo running at? I can show you. Sorry, that's the right one here. So field of view is maxed. It's at 800. I have the max frame rate at 144. VSync is on. Anti-aliasing I have on low, and it's mostly medium settings, I believe, here. For the most part. We also are not plugged in right now to the charger. This is off battery. And the rest is, like, I could turn some of this stuff off if you want to with blur. I don't know. I just kept it default because we're going back and forth between a lot of different games right now. So it makes it easy. You try CS2? I have not, Amrit. But that just came out yesterday, right? We were talking about that at the top of the stream. If you guys want to see it, I can take a look at it. Oh! Just blitz me, man. Oh, I forgot you can do that. Just rocket over and punch him. How did I melee? Was that... Did I push in the stick? I don't even know. Is there a dock included? I don't think it's included, Chocolate, but there is one planned from what I've seen. We'll start rolling again soon. Make sure you guys enter for the giveaway if you want to win an indie game key. That is going to be rolling here soon. Okay. Should we switch games a little bit here? I kind of want to try either Solar Ash or Hi-Fi Rush, if you guys are down for it. So we showed the FPS mode. I feel like this is a better showcase than I had the other day. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward. Again, it will be better once I actually have a magnetic base to be able to pick up a bit more and go a bit more crazy with it. But in a pinch, it works pretty well. Halo's not a terrible game for it because you really don't have that many buttons to press. Like I'm pressing this side button here, you can see, and it's not doing anything. So I think it's just not bound right now. That could easily be like a swap weapon button. I also have all these D-pad controls, and I think only one of them is in use right now. Plus my trigger back here. That's shift apparently, so maybe that's how I run. Yeah, look at that. So we're figuring out. Jump is back here with the default. I don't know what this other Y2 does. I guess you could also just change your actual default layout in Halo too. Whatever you want it to be. The difference of colors between your capture and your camera. Yeah, it is. It is pretty noticeable when it's like that, huh? That's because of a LUT that I have on the camera, which is also why I kind of wanted to show it captured like this. Let me see. So with my camera, I have like 3 cameras in OBS. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which one I'm using. So this is the LUT. And that's the difference right there. See me toggle it on and off a little bit here. It just makes it a little punchier. I can turn it off potentially. It's also just a little bit less contrasty because of the camera settings. So, but I kind of like the look of the camera. Hopefully you can see the actual colors in the bottom right. That's the idea. Your hand colors are completely off too. So that's, yeah, I mean, you can see, especially, well, this hand actually, there's a light. See how it kind of changes when I move it here? There's a light to my left that's shining down that's coloring it off. It looks okay here. It's just when I kind of push it over there, essentially. Does the Legion Go come with various thumbstick caps? So one thing about this model Go is these thumbstick caps are definitely not final. So and the finish here. Again, the controllers specifically have a lot of changes coming, so don't get attached to the way these look. I don't know if they actually come with another controller cap in the box. I do know there's actually a slot for them, so they might. See right here, I think that's meant for more thumb tops, basically. Thumbstick caps, whatever they're called. Right in there. No webcam on the Legion? No webcam on... what do you mean, lady? Like my actual tower, my PC? I have this camera you guys looking at here, this camera here, and the actual capture for the game itself. So that's 3 camera sources in OBS. I could maybe add a 4th, but I might need to get a better capture card. Oh, if the Go has a camera? I don't think the Go has a camera. This one specifically, I think, is a pre-production model that does right here in the bezel, but and I don't think you guys can see it. But when I was told, that's just on this specific version of it. Yeah, built in the Go. I don't think that it does in final, though. It's just a fun little fact. Okay, let's switch over to... You guys want Hi-Fi or Solar Ash? Hi-Fi is like a rhythm-based combat sort of game. And